Well, hello, all of you wonderful people. I am so excited that you're here with me today to spend 30 minutes or maybe a little bit longer if you need more time with me to discuss this and or anything else. It'd be fun just to catch up a little bit with some of you. I haven't seen you for so long. But I'm really excited to introduce you to SourceWork. And SourceWork is very close to my heart. And I love this catchphrase, returning to what can't be taught. For anyone that knows me, you know that this is near and dear to my heart. This way of being coaching. Yes, we have to focus on the what of coaching, really important. And yet, the way of being who we are when we do what we do, how we see our clients and ourselves and the world when we coach, all these things we hold when we're in a coaching conversation. So, this is an opportunity to peel back the layers and return to what can't be taught, return to wholeness, and become the impact that already exists within you. So as I mentioned, 30 minutes we'll spend together with a Q&A after. Please put your questions in the chat should they arise so that you don't forget them or just jot them down until we get to them at the end. So this is not a sales pitch, this is a share. It's me sharing a big part of my heart with you, definitely a lot of work, and some people who have supported me along this journey are here. And all of you have touched my heart and helped curate this with me. If you've worked with me or had any interaction in the coaching world, I have been listening. I have been feeling each one of you. Every one of that I've worked with has helped me create this content and bring it to this point. So super excited to share this. All right. So why source work? Why now? As some of you might have realized, the landscape of the coaching field is and has changed rapidly, definitely since 2020. COVID has had a huge impact on the field and what it has is and might become. AI is having an impact in maybe some positive and maybe not so positive ways, but I'm here to tell you that this is something we can harness and resource in ethically and responsible ways. And just acknowledge the fact that this is another reason why source work and why now. To have those conversations and begin to explore what is unique and what is aligned for us in that space in relationship with this technology that is part of what we do and is also impacting and influencing what we do. Also, what's interesting is that because coaching now has been around as a real professional field for about 30 years and it has grown exponentially since 2020, PCC coaches, certified coaches, professional certified coaches are still the greatest demographic because ACC is creeping up, but ACC, which is the first level of accreditation, is the first level, but it also has not been around as long as PCC. Some people don't know that. When the profession started, there was only two levels of certification, professional certified coach and master certified coach. It wasn't until I think it was 2000, 2001, maybe even 2002. The ACC came in as a temporary certification. It wasn't supposed to stick around. And here we are. So we've been adjusting and evolving and figuring this thing out as we've gone along. So source work is already also an opportunity to pause, reconnect, and reimagine what coaching can be, is now, but also reimagine what it can become in the future. So really about lifting our gaze and looking wide and expanding what coaching might become. So coaches are craving education that invites us to think more deeply about what coaching can become and more expansively. So my reference to the PCC and the demographic of coaches, there is a huge demographic of coaches out there that are eager to expand and grow and are looking for something new and different and embodied. And there's so much focus on the minimum skills or the minimum of what we do as master certified coaches They're looking to expand and grow and looking for a home to do that in. And my intention is to create that for those that resonate. So again, this is not a sales pitch. This is me sharing information to see if it resonates with you now or in the future. The SourceWork program is lovingly curated and designed and scaffolded, all of those things, and they all might mean the same thing, but just slightly different. But there is a learning arc that includes 4 phases, and you can see them here. And I'd like to, while you look over the 4 phases and the names of them again, paying attention for resonance within you, even with the language that is being used. I can send you also, following this info session, a more detailed view on what each one of these phases entails and includes, as well as a visual picture of the learning journey itself. With that said, I'd like to share the SourceWork 4 tenets, core tenets that the SourceWork content was created from. The first is that a belief, a very profound and grounded belief in the idea that the most powerful coaching does not come from technique alone. It emerges from who the coach is being. So that is, again, you know me, the way of being is really what's essential here and what the focus of this training is. The second core tenet of the SourceWork content and program is that I'm looking at the wrong notes, so just give me a sec. Is that experienced coaches are ready for a training. Oh yes, this is what I wanted to share. Experienced coaches are ready for a training that not only integrates skill and competency, but here it is, transcends it. This program is created to transcend the learning that we've been focused on up until this point, which is skill and competency based. The third tenet is that, and this will be no surprise, that mastery is truly an inside job, and the growth in this program is not linear. So I'm offering it in a linear phase here, but it definitely is more experiential, while definitely using everything that we have available to us as the master coach or MCC, master certified coach, behavioral bars and the minimum skills requirements and the competencies. We have all that available to us, but we are using that as a lens for our growth, not the backbone of our growth. And it doesn't inform our growth. It's just a touch point. But what I can tell you is that a source-based coach, someone who's graduated this program, will be demonstrating the core competencies and everything it means to be a master certified coach and the behaviors that we have come to know as MCC level behaviors. You'll be demonstrating those organically, authentically, and naturally with ease. So what's included? Here it is, 93 beautiful hours of coach education. There is a balance of asynchronistic learning as well as 38 live sessions. These 38 live sessions are 90 minutes in length and are occurring starting in February, running till July 28th. Your coursework ends on July 21st, and most of these classes are occurring on Tuesdays between 9 and 10:30 Pacific, so Eastern time. That is noon to 1:30, and I don't think I can translate that into Hong Kong or the Japan time zone, so I apologize for that. Well, what I can tell you is that in October we will be running, so each year we'll be running both an earlier day cohort for those people in this part of the world, and in the latter part of the year we'll be running a cohort that is an hour later from this time now for those people who are in other parts of the year of the world, like Japan, like Hong Kong, Singapore, Australasia, etc. Okay, so so basically here, I don't necessarily need to go through all of these, but what I can tell you is that the program has been created to be aligned with the International Coach Federation requirements for an MCC Level 3 coach education program. And the reason for that is that this first February pilot is going to be just that, a pilot that is required for the application to become an accredited school. So at this point, this is not an accredited coach education program. It is aligned with all the requirements, but my hope is that by the end of the year, if not earlier, like mid-year, this will be the SourceWork program will be accredited by the ICF. So outside of meeting all the requirements, there is these 4 one-on-one mentor coaching sessions. There's also within the program, you're doing a number of different things. While you may only be having 1 or maximum 2 classes a week, most months you're only having 1. For some months, in order to make it a 6-month program and not longer, I doubled up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I can get into more of those details if you need them later. But just for a high level here, all of your mentoring is included with an extra one. So you're getting your practicum group mentor coaching, and you're getting your 4 one-on-one mentor coaching sessions. You're also creating, which I'm super excited about because it's really a game changer for where my coaching changed dramatically, evolved dramatically, and that was creating my own coaching model. So I thought, oh, well, great group project. So that is actually what the group project is within this program, is creating your own coaching model collectively. And then that is part of one of the part of the presentation at the end. What you'll also, well, I'll wait to the next slide. So there is an individual learning that is curated by you. There is the live Zoom sessions, and then there's this shared or common learning space, because we learn so much in connection. We learn so much in relationship. And Oren, who's on here with us tonight, he and I just launched a podcast that really digs deep and dives deep into and explores not only our own relationship, because we're just getting to know each other, but also we're exploring the different facets of relationship and what gets in the way of clean communication, and how relationship really is, the quality of the relationship is really to use Warren's phrase, the bottom line in all growth and development is the quality of the relationship we have with ourselves, with each other, and with the world around us. I want to also note here that AI partnership is the emphasis is using AI ethically and responsibly, and considering how you want to be in relationship with AI as a coach. That is the intent of having it here. It is optional. If you are adverse and are not open at this time to embracing any aspect of AI, you do not have to be part of this training. We will find a way together to figure out, and it won't be a heavy lift, but I want it to be for you to be able to find a way to do the work that is involved in the AI relationship space in your own way. So again, just speaking to anybody who might be going, I don't want to touch that, you don't have to. And finally, what you leave with right here, really, I've spoken to the mastery being an inside job and transcending competencies. So you will definitely leave embodying the competencies and organically demonstrating the competencies, not from a ticking the box, not from a doing perspective, but a knowing. You will know. By the time you complete this course, you will know when you are in the source-based coaching space and when you stepped out of it. There's also a new language emerging in this program, which is part of what I'm I'm really excited about is naming this type of coaching source-based coaching, because my desire, my want is that this is the way, this is something to aspire to for people. And naming things and language is so important. So there is some new language that you will be exposed to in this program to help articulate what's emerging in this particular field of source work, of like what it is right now, and holding space for more of it to develop as I bring people into the course and we develop our own language within it. Um, the global social impact statement is something I want to speak to for just a minute. One of the other tenets, because I said there was four, and the one tenet that I didn't speak to that is very, very, very much a part of this program is being in touch with, being aware of, and beginning to consider more actively the ripple and effect and impact of our coaching, our individual, my coaching, your coaching, on the world. And really looking at that, considering that, thinking about that, exploring that, and building a vision around it. So, this global and social impact statement is there to embed us even more deeply in refining our mission, our purpose, and our unique expression in this space, in this field called coaching.